Lately, there has been a gradual upturn. There was a small price hike for Shiba Inus. Their recommendations are being rescinded by analysts. Trump and the Federal Reserve both made major announcements. A lot of people are excited. Quantities in the billions of dollars. Crypto reserves have been officially announced. A sum of almost $100 billion is monumental. Everything is about to be changed by Shytoshi. So, what's going on? Where does this all fit together? Where am I going with this? Permit me to elucidate. Your daily dose of Shiba wealthy coins is here. If Shiba is something that piques your interest, you have come to the right place. Subscribe if you want to know what's happening in the cryptocurrency market and get the most up-to-date news predictions. Hit that like button if you want to see more SHID news stories. Shiba Inus have a restorative day. Its value surged back again today, returning with a little but discernible uptick of about 0.5%. It may not seem like much at first, but with all the cuts, it's a welcome relief. In the end, we were able to recoup some of those losses. Nevertheless, the most important thing is this. Shiba Inu burns have intensified at the same time as this small price increase. A large number of inactive wallets have just received millions of Bitcoin. There is nothing unusual about this combustion mechanism. The goal is to limit supply and create a sense of scarcity, which could lead to a gradual increase in price. Everyone who owns a Shiba Inu dog is familiar with it. Burning more tokens makes the possibility of a stronger price recovery harder to ignore. On days like this, when the market gives a reason to be happy, it is a strategy that keeps one optimistic. But you might be wondering why this happened. Why has there been this modest upturn? It would appear that Bitcoin is also displaying comparable patterns of movement. What reason is this happening? The market is reacting favorably to the announcement of a major development by the Trump administration and the Federal Reserve. Bitcoin has managed to cross the $89,000 mark even if the Federal Reserve's The market often experiences turbulence whenever the Federal Reserve remains firm without suggesting possible rate cuts. Nevertheless, digital currencies are unwavering at the moment. Experts are speculating that this might be a good sign. When Bitcoin starts to move apart from traditional stocks, we have seen the biggest cryptocurrency bull markets in history believe the rate of inflation is higher than what they would want. While a 2% inflation rate is their ambition, it is not necessary to reach this goal before changing interest rates. Investors do not expect major rate cuts until the middle of the year, if not later. But this is when things start to get interesting. Additionally, Powell stated that banks can work with cryptocurrency companies as long as they adequately manage the risks involved. A further boost to the market was given by the comments quick spread. On top of that, the SEC recently withdrew a regulation that made it harder for banks to hold crypto assets. Now that we have overcome that challenge, the anticipation is building. One of the most prominent is Bitcoin. The whole market, even Shiba Inu, reacts to Bitcoin's fluctuations. Considering the notable recovery of Shiba Inu today and the dramatic spike in token burning, it could be the beginning of a bigger pattern. There may be more room for expansion for Shiba Inus if Bitcoin keeps going up in price. Now that the market is changing, the situation appears much more interesting. It would appear that other countries are starting to follow the United States' lead in regards to cryptocurrency, especially after Donald Trump's public support. A major statement from the Czech National Bank might further complicate matters, perhaps setting a precedent for central banks across Europe. The Czech National Bank is considering adding Bitcoin to its holdings. If this plan comes to fruition, Bitcoin might end up being worth a lot of money to the country. The head of the bank has stated categorically, Bitcoin, in his view, is a major tool for hedging financial risks. This matters because up until recently, central banks mainly stuck to traditional, safer assets like gold. There has always been a lot of speculation surrounding cryptocurrency. However, how does one see things right now? There has been a shift in perspective. Given that Czechia has not embraced the euro just yet, experts worry this would provoke tensions with the European Central Bank. Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies are becoming increasingly important to a growing number of countries. Its reach also goes beyond the European continent. Many countries are looking into alternatives to the dollar as a political tool, and this trend is happening all around the world. A Russian digital money system has been in the works for some time. Why is this situation important? Beyond Bitcoin, the use of cryptocurrencies is widespread around the globe. He opens the market up to all participants, especially for tokens like Shiba Inu that have real-world applications. Many new opportunities for projects that go beyond digital assets are opening up as more governments and organizations recognize the importance of Bitcoin, and this is the most astounding part. You may remember that Shytoshi just announced his resignation from his previous role as exclusive focus on Shiba's global adoption. Something about the time was intriguing. He had been hinting to a major development in the recent video as mentioned above. Some have even speculated that this is his most profound public declaration to date. The recent events, such as the US shifting its stance on cryptocurrencies, other countries following suit, and Bitcoin seeing large price swings, make one think, can the Shiba Inu truly become a household name? Is it going to start making its way into national banks? Could Shiba Inu reserves, also known as ETS, one day be discovered? That might not happen right away, but it's clear that a lot of people are excited about this. With Shytoshi's announcement still pending, the market is changing and the components are in motion, so the possibilities appear more real than before. There will be much more to come. This is only the beginning. The value of Shiba Inus would take a major hit if this happened. The truth is that people are already speculating extravagantly. Some think it might go up to $1 or even $5 or $10. Much public attention was then piqued by one such tweet. Someone went on record as saying that Shiba Inu's market cap would reach $100 billion. Does that sound doable? The main question is that at the moment burn rates are on the rise, Bitcoin adoption is speeding up globally, and the price of Shiba Inu is going up again. If major corporations and countries start to acknowledge and include cryptocurrencies like Shiba Inu, it completely changes the game. This has happened to us previously. Value is directly proportional to confidence in an asset. We can't help but wonder what comes next after Shytoshi Kusama dropped hints about his most monumental declaration to yet. Is this a major collaboration, a global effort, a change that completely changes the market position of Shiba Inus? One thing is definite, even though we don't know for sure, there is real excitement and growing expectancy. But this is where the thrills really start to kick in. A number of these bold predictions for Shiba Inus have the backing of experts. According to them, expecting Shiba Inus to reach such lofty financial goals is not only unreasonable, a distinct course of action for its execution has been laid forth by them. Prioritizing environmental protection is essential if Shiba Inu is to realize its aspirational goals, such as a 1,000-fold increase in its current worth. In order to reach their goal, the Shiba Inu squad needs to carry out a number of crucial tasks. According to analysts, the current selling price of Shiba Inus would necessitate a significant price hike in order to accomplish an aim that is 1,000 times bigger. This would increase its market value into the hundreds of billions, which is still quite possible, especially with the help of experts. Are predicting that, should the Shiba Inu's market trend improve, the price could reach these levels. Luckside, another expert, thinks that Shiba Inu could be on the verge of achieving its goals if conditions are right, such as increased whale activity and decreased retail interest, but this, the lofty goal of getting 1 cent, is the real game changer. The current location of the Shiba Inu needs to be increased by almost 500% to get to that point,